So you guys, I went to one of my favorite traders tours. If you guys know who Trades by Sai is, he basically came to New York, I want to say almost a week ago, and I went to his event. And I just want to say there's one thing that I'm very proud of within the trading community as a whole. And it's not that I got to see my favorite trader in person. It's not even any of that. It's the simple fact that the trading community, it's so diverse. It's older people. You literally have older people. I'm talking about older people. I saw an older gentleman there. He had to be in like his late 60s, maybe even early 70s, right? I was seeing aunties, I was seeing moms, I was seeing dads, younger people around my age. Like, the trading community, it's so diverse, and that's one thing I really love about it. And the fact that Trades by Sai, his tours are bringing all of these like-minded individuals together. It's such a beautiful thing to see, especially when you don't have a trading community, in your hometown, in your current city. It's such a blessing because you get to connect with other people. Because realistically, I only interact with other traders on YouTube, basically. And I'm just now starting to develop like a mini group, within my personal life of just traders or people that I know. But even then, the traders that I know personally, they don't even live where I live. They're like all the way across the other side of the country. So here are a few things, and I actually wrote them down. A few things that I actually took from Trades by Sai's trading event, and I want you guys to pay very close attention because these points might actually teach you guys something very valuable. And so I'm just gonna explain to you guys every single thing that stood out to me and what really resonated and stuck with me. So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to talk about, I wrote it down. It says everyone has their own unique problems and there's someone who's going through something worse. And I just want to say, from my last video, you guys clearly heard me like expressing how trading was just very hard in this current season. I haven't gotten a payout since March, and I haven't been able to secure anything since then. So lately, I was just expressing that trading has been very difficult for me. And the simple fact that I was able to just make a video like that, and then to see other people who I don't even know personally be able to say like, yo, like, I can relate to you, I can relate to this. And even some people were like, I forgot the comment, but even some people were like, man, like, there's always someone who has it worse. And that was one thing I remembered Sai saying. He said there's always someone going through something worse. Because even if you look at Trades by Sai, for example, this guy, he's making millions of dollars a trade. So I'm over here stressing about, or you, for example, we're over here stressing over losing, I don't know, $200. This man is losing millions of dollars over a span of a few days. So it's always someone going through something worse. With whatever is happening in your life, there's always a new level. So even me saying we're complaining about losing $200, that $200 is gonna crush us because that's the level we're at right now in our current life journey. $200 mean a lot to you if you're not making millions on a consistent basis. So someone who's making millions of dollars, losing millions, is gonna most likely be their hurt. Their millions of dollars that they're losing is gonna be like our $200 at this level. But I want you guys to just know that there's always somebody out there going through something worse. There's always someone out there who probably hasn't even gotten a payout from a prop firm. There's probably someone out there who hasn't even been able to fund their live account because, you know, they don't have the means, they don't have a job. There's always someone out there who has it way worse. Somebody probably, you know, they've been revenge trading and blowing accounts after accounts, blowing accounts. It could always be worse. There's always gonna be someone out there, you know, within the trading space who's genuinely trying to figure out this skill of trading. And I know when you're in the learning process of trading, it's so much information, it's so much being thrown at you at once that it can get very mentally frustrating. It can do a toll on your mind, on your psychology. It can take a toll on your nervous system. It's a lot of things that come into play that people don't really talk about when you're actually learning how to trade. It can be very stressful. So you might think that your losing streak is worse off than somebody else. I remember one guy commented he hasn't gotten a payout in like 9 months, and I'm over here complaining about 2 months. I haven't gotten a payout in 2 months when there's someone out there who hasn't received a payout in 9 months, you guys. So that goes to show you there's always someone out here going through it, man. There's always another situation of someone else's life who's just going through it way more than you. And that's not to say that your situation don't matter, but you can always give yourself grace knowing that your life is not the worst life out there. And that's a good mechanism for your brain whenever you're going through tough times. Just always remember that there's someone out there who has it way worse. So just count everything that you're going through now, the blown accounts, the frustration, count it all as joy, because you never know when your time is gonna come. And another thing that I wrote down is that people all view trading differently, and we all have different psychological advantages and disadvantages. He didn't like specifically say that, so to say, but I came up with this on my own. I remember hearing this one guy, right? He was like 20 years old, and he said he's been demo trading or paper trading. I hate that word. I don't know why. Whenever someone says paper trading, I don't know why, I just cringe. But this 20-year-old at the event said he's been paper trading for a whole year. And I'm like, you've been paper trading for a whole year? And knowing me, you guys, like, you guys know me, I'm a risk taker. So I'm always for, you know, putting money in your live account and just falling flat on your face. I'm always the type that's gonna learn the hard way because I'm a risk taker. So hearing someone say, man, like, they've been demo trading for a whole year, I'm like, I can never do that because I'm trying to make some money fast. I'm trying to make money right away. And even if I fail, at least I got to experience what it felt like losing my real money. At least I got my feet in the water. So hearing someone say that, you know, shout out to him, but I could never do that. And that brings me back to my point. Like, everyone has their disadvantages and advantages in this trading game. So another example is, I'm a swing trader. You watching this video may be a scalper or a day trader, an intraday trader. Me, the reason why I like swing trading is because I always say this: I'd rather be the person who loses $1,000 over a span of days than losing $1,000 in 30 minutes or an hour. Like, I don't know what that is, because coming into trading, I used to trade high frequency forex. Some of you guys may know that as HFX. So you would either make money very quickly or lose money very quickly. And I think that really scarred me for forever. So I can't imagine myself being a scalper. I can't imagine myself, you know, day trading, intraday trading. I used to do it, but like the way I trade now, it just suits me overall. And it suits my mental capacity. And being a swing trader, for me, the charts just feel less cloudy. The charts make more sense as a swing trader. Everything just aligns as a swing trader, and that's why I'm so attached to being a swing trader. And I like the fact of holding trades and, you know, still being able to do things away from the charts. I just like that. I don't like being the type of person that's has to wake up at freaking market open and you're trying to look for the break of structure on the 1 minute. And then I'm not into all that. I like, you know, long-term holding. And I'm not really a patient person, but when I know I'm in a good trade, when I know I'm finna make good money from a specific trade, I don't mind holding it, even if it's a week, right? When my strategy was really playing out, I was holding trades and I was happy holding them trades because every day I would wake up and I see green. So I don't mind holding a trade for a series of days as long as it's making me profit, significant profit. So in this space, you just have to find your advantages and find your disadvantages and know and understand these things. And it's also okay to, you know, expand and try to learn from your disadvantages and try to get better from your disadvantages, because that can also turn into an advantage. So what I mean by that is I'm a swing trader. I like to swing trade, but that doesn't mean that it will hurt me to learn how to scalp or to day trade, right? That don't mean it would hurt me to you know, paper trade for a few months, right? These are my weaknesses, but that doesn't mean that it would hurt me to do these things. So it is also important to understand why, or learn more about your disadvantages, because that can turn into something good. So that was that point. I hope that made sense to you guys. And then the last thing I got is trading is simple. Why stress over a loss when you can just bounce back and trade the direction the market is giving you? And this is something specifically that Sai had said. He was like, why am I stressing over a loss? Because the day of the event, he had took like a $3 million loss. And he was like, why am I stressing over the loss if I can just wait to see what the market is going to do next? So if your directional bias was wrong and you get stopped out, why are you upset that you got stopped out? The reason why you're probably upset is because you were married to a specific bias. And I've learned over time that you can't be married to a specific bias, because the market is going to sometimes do whatever it wants to do. So count it as joy when you get stopped out sometimes, because now you know that, okay, for example, if you were bullish on a setup and then you get stopped out, and then let's say price takes out a recent low, now you know that, okay, I got stopped out, price took out the recent higher low. Now you know that there's a potential probability that the market is about to start going down. So why are you upset at a loss when you can just react to whatever the market is about to give you? And then you will also be on the right side after you react to what the market is going to give you next. And this right here is a psychological shift. Please don't let this go over your head, because this is what helped me a lot to manage, you know, not revenge trading. Like this simple thing alone, understanding that, why are you stressing over a loss when realistically the market the market doesn't really know you're there, right? But it's always gonna position. Think about like a train, right? You're at the stop waiting for a train. The train comes. The train is allowing you to get on the train to get you to your destination. It's the same thing with the markets. The market is always gonna align itself according to your edge. When your strategy or your edge plays out, it's gonna align itself. And when your edge plays out, the market is literally indirectly giving you the opportunity to get on the train. The market is like, okay, I did this, and this. Your edge is playing out. Okay, get on the train and I'll get you to your destination. That's all you have to do. That is a psychological hack that I hope you guys really take from this video. Is there's no reason why you should be revenge trading in 2026. And I know it's gonna still happen because sometimes I fall victim to it too, but I notice I revenge trade when I trade on the smaller time frames. And that's why I don't like scalping. That's why I don't like, you know, all the quick trading, because I know it messes up my psychology. Because if I take a quick loss, then that's gonna trigger my nervous system, like, nah, I gotta get my money back. So I notice I only revenge trade on when I take a loss if I'm like scalping or if I'm on the lower time frame. But please just take what I said and really, you know, listen to it over and over again. The market indirectly is gonna position you every time to get to your TP. You just have to get on that train and follow it. So stop being scared after you get stopped out, especially if you trade the higher time frame. So yeah, man, that was everything I learned from the Trades by Sai event. It was a cool event. If you guys have the opportunity to go to his event, he's touring across the world right now. I would definitely recommend you guys to go. If you trade market structure and price action, if you know about ICC, you know, go to the event, meet some like-minded individuals, because we need that in this trading space. We need individuals that's going to keep us accountable, that's going to help us on this journey, because this journey is hard enough. So man, if this video inspired you, if you learned anything valuable from this video, please let me know below. Thank you guys for all the support. You guys are amazing. I want you guys to know that you guys are amazing. As this channel is growing, it's all glory to God, and you guys are just the icing on top, man. So appreciate you guys, for real. That's coming from my heart. So yeah, man, if you took anything from this video, be sure to drop a like, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm out.